1. Oh man, so UFC 221. Yes, TETSU Talk. We're doing videos now. Gonna be more events soon. Just get around this whole new video thing. Used to just editing from straight podcasts, vocal, audio. But anyway, please subscribe as you see on your left. Go to Twitter. Go to our Instagram. Go to our Facebook page. Like, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. On the phone, as you hear in the back right now, I don't know what he's doing. Probably getting some loving in the back. Prince Dunn.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on, Apollo, man? What's cracking with you, man?
Same old, same old. Just got done watching these fights, and I got some things to say. Yeah, I know a lot of people are, let's say, claiming that UFC having kind of like lackluster cards and stuff like that. Tonight card, it was all right, but think about it, it's kind of like you watch Bellator. You're not watching all these guys that with experience and legends or whatever. You go in there knowing that you're watching fights, and you just got to hope the fights are good and entertain you. And so far, even with the cards that have been just like not looking good on paper, it's still decent fights. You know what I'm saying? Tonight it was no bad fights really. Um, did you see all the fights on the cards, like the Fight Pass, the prelims on FS1? What did you get to check tonight? I know you got a busy schedule, you know what I'm saying? So I know you probably didn't get to.
Yeah, generally I try to watch the entire main card. And sometimes I do catch the prelims, but very rarely do I catch Fight Pass, man. But for this card particularly, I didn't catch the first 3 fights on the card, but I did catch the co-main event and the main event. And it looked like it looked like it was an action-packed card for the most part. It seemed like it was an action-packed card. But at the same time, I equate it to watching preseason football. I mean, it's still football, but when you don't have the starters out there, it's like you're watching guys that don't really have the same potential or the same ceiling or the same or to really have a future in this thing. You're watching guys that they really kind of, some of them are peaked out, really young, and may not even be ready for the UFC yet, but they're just trying to find young guys and build stars. So that's the way I compare it to like watching preseason football. When you're watching the starters on the bench and you're watching the guys trying to make the roster.
Yeah. No, my whole thing is, like I said, well, just like you, I kind of kept up with the fights through the day. I was out and about, family, wifey. So I had to watch Fight Pass on my phone, and then other stuff I kind of looked at the stats and stuff like that to keep up with what's going on. It was a lot of impressive new talent, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of agree with you, but I kind of disagree because there is talent that's young, up and coming, probably not known, but they're so hungry that, saying you can have good fights because they're so eager to impress a Dana White or a promoter, whoever promotes that promotion, and you have good fights. So, like I said, you get either or from those. So I get what you're saying, but it depends. Like I see a lot of guys come out and shine to me, like this Israel guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I guess he has a long name. It's AD something. I'm calling him Israel AD. That's like some biblical shit right there. But I gave him a name. So if he ever listens or a friend listens to this, he knows I gave him a name, Israel AD. Dude.
Yeah, but you're right though, Apollo, man. When you say some of the guys, they come out there, they hungry, man. A lot of them so hungry to where they throw caution to the wind. But what they fail to realize is Dana doesn't care who wins. He literally does. He doesn't care who wins. He doesn't care if you get knocked out or if you knock the guy out. All he cares about is that someone gets knocked out. But he doesn't care about you. The only way, if you're not making money for his company, if you're just a guy, he literally doesn't care who wins. And you're both going out there and he doesn't care who wins. And so some of these guys, they throw their technique out the window
I think
good. And it's like, why train if you go throw your technique out the window to impress a guy who doesn't care if you win or lose?
I
Think
think
about you the next day. You
I
know,
think Dana's kind of like he's like he's like the old
it's
school.
like a pimp. He's like a pimp.
I
He's
was
like an
getting
old
there,
school pimp.
something like that.
The
Uh,
Bishop Don Magic Wand.
uh, 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 what they call him back in the days, the gladiator dominus. He kind of like that, you know. What I'm saying, like you
You
said,
know,
like
he's like a dominant. Hey, so you put like tape over motherfuckers' mouths
no,
and
no, no,
shit,
no,
and
no, no, no,
like
no, no,
gotta
not a dumb,
put handcuffs and shit, man. What you talking
nah,
about,
nah,
man?
nah, not a dominatrix. I'm talking about like that's what they call him, like by dominance, something like that. Well, I look at Spartan the show. That was the
Say
shit.
you like a dominatrix. Like
No,
you like a
no.
dominatrix. You just
No,
go there to dominate
this is
motherfuckers.
so stupid. Hey, so stupid. No, okay. This is my whole thing. Um, this is my whole thing. Is that I think Dana, like you said, I think it's kind of true to what you say, but I think it's more of you got to be an entertainer. All he cares about is if you're an entertainer. Like I said, that's why you still got the well, I don't know, Pearson. He kind of, but that's why you still got Diego Sanchez. If you want to be like, I think he probably retired by now. But if he didn't want to,
Yeah.
he still be fighting because he have fights. And like I said, it's like back in those
Yeah.
gladiator days. It's like people come to see a fight, so they gonna make sure
Yeah.
they book a fight. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker is a scrawny
Yeah.
dude against a big dude, they think it's kind of boring because they know the big dude gonna win. So it's like, fuck it, put him in there with a tiger. You know what I'm saying? He be running around the fucking
Yeah.
you know the fucking arena. So I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean that's kind of why Danny used to have that intro with the gladiator because it's pretty much the same thing. But anyway, where I'm going with this is yeah, like the guy Israel, they said it in there. I mean, in one of the commentators said it. I think it was Jimmy Smith said it, but I can't remember. He's kind of John Jones-ish. He's good, dude. He's good. He got good takedown. He got great strikes, of course, because he's a kickboxer, a world class kickboxer. But most of those guys that come into MMA, they don't know how to adapt the skills to defend himself from getting taken down. And he did a good job at that.
Yeah.
And made sure to stay on the feet. And he told dude ass up, you know. And I you know, he's good. I think he's gonna be somebody in the future. We'll see, you know. So because we also thought that about Uriah Hall and see what happened. But him and Pedro, I like Pedro too. Tyson Pedro.
I like Pedro.
Yeah.
I like Pedro a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I like Pedro because that's a guy that has potential to really get to that upper echelon in the heavyweight division. He really has potential because like people sleep for some reason. He's finished more fights with his jiu-jitsu than he has with his hands.
Right.
Which he's a devastating striker. So people, you expect him to go out there and knocking guys out, and then he gets you with his jiu-jitsu. And that's a perfect example of a guy that's working on his weaknesses and trying to make his weakness his strength. His strength is his striking. So if my strength is my striking, I'm gonna just strike all day and do the bare minimum grappling, which is what a lot of guys do. And then guess what happened? They get a grappler and get tapped. You know what I mean? But a guy that actually attacks his weakness, which is his grappling, and now he's slowly becoming his strength. You know? And so now it's like you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked now. Now you're fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I ain't gonna throw Francis. I ain't gonna throw Francis out there, but like a guy like Francis do the bare minimum grappling.
Right.
And your weakness is your grappling. Well, let's get your grappling up to par, and then you're gonna be a motherfucker. If somebody can't take you down, you're a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's nothing they can do.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. Well, that's how Pedro's last fight. That's what happened. He got thrown off with the takedown stuff and got himself gassed out. But yeah. Other than that, I think everybody else pretty much was like, it was like kind of like you'll put your eyes on certain people tonight that you should put your eyes on, and they fucking flopped. A lot of those happened tonight too. Cheng Long Yin Ling. How you pronounce his name? Cheng Long Ling, or whatever you could pronounce.
Hey, my man. Hey, Hey man, just go butcher my man Ling name
Shane
like that,
Kwambie
man. I just call him Ling. You just
Lee.
go roll. I'm just roll with Ling.
Lee.
I'm just
Yeah,
go. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Ling, man.
yeah, he badass, and like he had that fight, but it was a decision. It was what it was. And nothing against Matthews. He's just a decent fighter, but he kind of been on the low. He kind of been declining, but he Lee badass. He almost had him, just like Hunt almost had Blades, and Blades. I give him props. He hung in there with Hunt, but like I don't think he's nobody as a contender in the top top five or he ever be a contender for a title. I mean if they do that, that's because it's cleaned out by Stipe Miocic, and they need somebody to compete. And they throw him in there for fucking just somebody just to be on the card. But I mean he got good takedown for his size, but. Yeah, I'm still not. I still don't find anything in him that I feel like I will invest any time into him, anything like that. So.
Well, I mean, I feel like this was the first test, really, the first real test of his career.
Yeah.
Him and Francis fought, and Francis knocked him out. But both of them was UFC. Both of them was somewhat UFC newcomers at the time. It was his debut, actually. Yeah. I think it was Francis' second or third fight in the UFC.
Yeah, I remember that fight.
So both guys was pretty green. So that was a little, yeah. And so Mark Hunt was his first test. And I mean, they kind of using Mark Hunt as a stepping stone for a lot of people, because the man is 43 years old, man. He's 43 years of age, and he's 300 pounds. So he's 300 pounds, and he's like 5'9" or something. 5'9", 300 pounds, and he's 43 years old, man. I mean. It's a time. He has to stop, man. He has to stop. Like he literally, he needs to stop.
Yeah.
Like he needs to stop. He's 43 years old.
Yeah.
He walks around at 300 pounds, and he's 5'9", bro. He's your height, 5'9", 300 pounds.
He not getting no title no time soon, which is no time before he retires. So. Yeah, like I mean, if he doing
he's like 13. He's like 13-13. He's like his record is like 13-13 in MMA, man. Like he needs to stop.
Right.
Like,
yeah. When you break even on your own fucking streak, on your own fucking
he needs to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. What's crazy? I would love to see him go to Bellator and be in that Bellator tournament as an alternate or somehow. Like
I think
because you know what's gonna happen. Because you know what's going to happen? I think the UFC going to cut him soon, too, with Mark Hunt, because, like, he's been more trouble than he's worth. You know what I mean? With the lawsuit, you want to sue him and all this. He's more trouble than he's worth because he's not doing a whole lot, for the company right now from a profit standpoint. He's not doing a whole lot. And him and Bellator, like, someone's going to get hurt. Out of all them old guys, somebody going to get hurt. That's too many old guys. Somebody going to get hurt training. And not gonna make it to the fight, and they're gonna have to find an alternate replacement. And I think Shane Carwin is on the short list as an alternate. And I think he's gonna get cut within the next 2 to 3 months. He's gonna get cut within the next 2 to 3 months. And I see him going to Bellator, and he could probably win that damn thing, man. Mark Hunt and Bellator against those other guys over there.
So Shane,
this guy's his own age, man.
Shane fighting again? Shane Carwin?
If he gonna fight, you need to fight dudes your own age. Shane Carwin is looking to make a comeback. He's looking to make a comeback in Bellator. If Mark Hunt gonna continue to fight, though, if Mark Hunt gonna continue to fight, go fight guys your own age. Go fight the Fedors and the Mitriones and you know what I mean, Roy Nelson. All of them 40 years old, man. Go fight Chael, like 38. Like all of them are 40. Go fight people your own age, man, and like. But it'll be more exciting than to see you fight 26-year-old guys that we unsure about. They're using you as a stepping stone, and it's different than when you use somebody as a stepping stone when you're trying to elevate someone that has the potential to be great. When you're using a guy as a stepping stone, not even be great, that might just be a guy, and you're losing to a guy that's just gonna be a guy. Like you're not losing to a future champion down the road. They're using you as a stepping stone against just anybody. You know what I mean? That's bad.
Yeah. I mean,
bad.
Deep down inside, he probably know that.
It's different when he lost to Stipe. When he lost to Stipe, that's different, man. But you lost to Curtis Blade. That's not a good look. You lost to Derek Lewis. It's not a good look.
Hey, in the first round, he had him, though. You don't say the first round.
Oh, he beat Derek Lewis, actually. He beat Derek Lewis.
Yeah. No, but I was in the first round.
He did have him.
In the first round, he had a Blades, up against the cage. But, like, think about it. Marquette, he only got a couple punches. You know what I'm saying? So he got to get you out in a couple punches. After that, he lose all cardio. So he lost his cardio. He was it was a wrap. He was like all the stamina he had. It was like UFC video game. All the stamina he had was down. He had no get back. He was tired after that. So
you know why he lost his cardio? You know what? But you know why Marquette lost his cardio, right?
Why is that?
Because he's 5'9" and he's 300 pounds. 300 pounds. That's why he lost his cardio. You're 300 pounds, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're 300 pounds, bro. 5'9". Like, you know.
Yeah, I thought he's bigger than that. Oh, yeah.
He literally has to cut weight to make the division, man.
That makes sense because he was like, I remember he met Brock. The first time he seen Brock face to face was in the weigh-ins. He was like, damn, he's big. And I was like, because I met Brock a couple times, you know, when I was working in WWE. And I was like, he's wide and big, but he's not tall. Like I said,
he's not that tall.
Yeah.
Nah, he's like, how tall is Brock?
He got to be like
6'1", maybe
6'2" at least.
6'2".
Like he probably
6'2",
like a
okay.
little. I don't know. He probably like an inch taller than Mario. You know what I'm saying? But like he's not that tall. Like I said, like I said, being a wrestler and being around hella big dudes. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw that, I was like, oh, just he's wide, but he ain't big. Just, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. So
I remember the Overeem fight. Like Overeem towered over him. Yeah, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Because when
Overeem fought Brock, he towered over him.
Yeah, because when Hunt said that, I was like, how tall is Hunt? But I never followed up and checked on his height. But I was like, yeah, like Hunt. Like Hunt must. I thought he was like 6 something. I was like, what was said? Because I met Brock, and I know Brock ain't like tall to a point. It's like, you know, over staggering. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but he's big as hell though. Like don't get me wrong. Like that motherfucker's like a refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. If you go inside your kitchen and see a refrigerator, it ain't that tall, but it's wide as fuck. That's
but it's just wide. Yeah.
That's Brock Lesnar. But like yeah, I mean we pretty much touched on that. Like, what do you take from this card for the future? Like Ro Romero, he knocked out Rockhold. Rockhold, it's funny because like I be honest with you, I like Romero more than Rockhold, but I wanted Rockhold to win for some reason. I don't know why. Like I don't know, probably because he got that look, you know, like probably because he got that I won't say babyface like it's wrestling or something like that, but like that, you know what I'm saying, that franchise look, you know what I'm saying. But Romero, I like him for some reason. Like I like how he's just, I don't know, something about him. Even I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about.
I feel like you could feel a person's energy.
Something
and you
like
can feel their energy, and if their energy is similar to your energy, or if their energy connects with your energy, then you kind of root for them. You can feel a person's energy through their body language, through the way they talk, the way they conduct interviews, even though he don't speak English. Like you can feel that he's genuinely a good person, man. And so that's why you root for a guy like Yoel Romero, and you think about the humble beginnings he's came from, and you root for a guy like Yoel Romero. You know, you root for him. So I felt myself like I didn't want to see Yoel lose, pulling for Rockhold, but at the same time, I think a lot of people don't want to. I mean, Yoel's not going to help you in the future. He's like, once again, Yoel Romero is 40 years old, bro. Right. He'll be 41 in April. Right. He'll be 41 years of age in April. So this isn't gonna. How long is this gonna last? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
How long is it gonna last? So he'll be 41 by the time he fights. By the time he fights Whitaker, he'll probably fight him this summer or sometime, or maybe even in August or September. By the time he fights Whitaker, he'll be 41 years old, and Whitaker will be 27 or something. You know what I mean? Like
for a 41-year-old, he looked good for his age. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker look like he.
Yeah.
That motherfucker like
motherfucker looks like a Ninja Turtle. Motherfucker look like Raphael from the Ninja Turtle. Motherfucker got no neck. His chops and his shoulders is all this tight.
I do too, but like he like a real action figure in this journal.
He's like a straight Ninja Turtle, man. Bald head and everything. Straight Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
But with Luke Rockhold, man, Luke has that ability, that crossover ability. You know, but for whatever reason, he rubs people the wrong way.
Yeah.
He just does. He just like, he's not trying, just being himself though. He rubs people the wrong way for whatever reason. You know, but he has everything going for him.
He's like Tom Brady if Tom Brady was turned up. You know what I'm saying? I guess a
He was
decent.
turned up and he was just like running through. If he
Yeah.
was just like running through Boston, just slinging dick everywhere. You know what I mean? If he went with Giselle, he was just slinging dick all through
But you
Boston.
know what though?
I
That's
mean, Luke
as I said.
Rocco just slinging dick all over the country, all over the world. It's Mr. International right
I mean,
there.
like I'm getting off topic of fighting, but like I said, I couldn't stand the Patriots or Tom Brady 10 years ago, but I ended up liking not even Patriots but Tom Brady because like I said he got everything in the book to distract him from you know. I mean, like I said, like he be doing movies he wants to. Like he had movie offers all the time, but instead of doing that, he's focused on football. Like that's how serious he is. Like he got like there's so many quarterbacks out there. If they had what he had in their life, what he had, they'd be so just all fucked up. But Tom Brady is so focused on just being the best. It's like I was like, you know what? I gotta
Yeah.
respect this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker is like one of them guys. Just like I said, like Rocco. Good looks. Got all the women over him. Could be doing this and that and just showing off. But it's like Tom Brady's don't give about that. He care about just playing football. But Rocco different. If Rocco was in Tom Brady's spot, it'd be a whole different story. It'd be a whole different story. He'd be on way more bigger boats than the one he was in that picture on the females. Yeah, like
Yeah. But I would say this though, with Luke, I would like to see him go back to AKA, man. I would like to see him go back. His last two fights,
he
he
wasn't
left
there.
AKA.
Okay, all right.
No, he's left AKA. He's not. He doesn't. He left. He left AKA.
Oh, okay.
His last two fights, the David Branch fight, David Branch, but he didn't look great in that fight against David Branch. He ended up, beating David Branch, and people kind of gave him a pass because he had such a long layoff. He was out over a year before that.
Yeah.
And in the Yoel Romero fight, he didn't mix it up at all. He just came out there literally trying to box.
Yeah.
Kickbox, using the Thai plum, and it's just like when you go to a new coach, sometimes that coach doesn't. I mean, I'm no expert, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes you'll see coaches try to make you like them. Don't make me like you. Take what I have and what I do well and make it better. You know what I mean? If you can't make if you have 20 fighters come into a room, you gonna make all 20 of them fight like you fight,
right? Yeah,
as a coach.
No,
you know what I mean. You can't. All of them don't have the ability and the skill and the timing and the quickness to fight like you fight.
No,
you have to figure out what they do well and amplify that. That's like Yoel Romero. If he was a wrestling coach and he was trying to tell everybody to fight like him or wrestle like him, motherfucker, we can't wrestle like you. We ain't athletic like you. You know what I mean? I can't jump like you. I can't run like you. So how can I possibly wrestle like you? You got to figure out what I do well and try to make it better. You can't tell me wrestle like you.
Exactly.
It's like, I can't do what you do.
It's like
and so I don't know if that's the case with like Henry Hoof. I don't know if that's the case with Henry Hoof. To where you're training all these guys to fight the same way, which is the way you fight, the Dutch style. But some guys just can't fight the way you fight.
No, the thing about it, you got to, like you said.
Because I wish he would have used his wrestling, man. He's a fucking wicked black belt on the ground.
But like what you got to do, like you said, what you got to do is see what they're good at, and make it better to their best of their abilities to make it better. And then what they're not good at, make sure they learn how to don't expose themselves with those things. Like work on their defense on their flaws. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's takedown or
exactly.
Are they not good at wrestling? Just work on your fucking takedowns. Just work your ass off on takedown. The defense. You know what I'm saying? So like those things.
Yeah.
I get you saying. But like the thing about AKA is like one thing about AKA, which I think AKA. Well, I thought I seen Javier in his corner though tonight. I swear I saw him on the side of the cage before it started. So I think Javier did come down, but I don't know if they did do split camps with him, something like that. But
he do his camps in Florida now. He do his camps in Florida now at Henry Hoof's gym. Used to be the Black Zillions, like the old Black Zillions. So he and never Rashad and Oostamir, Anthony Johnson, Tyrone Spong.
Yeah.
All kickboxers, with the exception of Rashad. Rashad ain't really in there like that anyway. Rashad more of a coach nowadays anyway.
Yeah.
So all those guys are kickboxers, and none of them. What do they all have in common? What do they all have in common? No ground game whatsoever. You know what I mean? So he probably strangling them left and right. You know what I mean? He probably strangling all of them left and right. You know, Ostamir, Anthony Johnson, and Tyrone Spong. He just strangling them. So I'm like, you know,
So let's
I
look.
just wish he would have used his wrestling more. And I wish he would have used his wrestling more. And just using your wrestling, okay, you don't get the takedown on Yoel, but you're making him work because he has to fight you
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Like the whole thing about it.
Explosive burst to knock you out or catch you, man.
The whole thing about it. I think he really did that bad. I think
He didn't do bad. He didn't do bad at all. But the one way he could have lost, he lost. That's the only way Yoel wins this fight.
Romero, he did what was smart, which is like he know he's not as versatile in striking as Rocco as well, but he know if he can get that punch, you know what I'm saying, that punch he need.
That's his only path to
Yeah,
victory.
yeah. And he waited for it. Once Rocco back was against that cage, he knew he had a chance to get those punches in. And when Rocco dipped and he saw that opening, he kicked that punch. And once Rocco dropped, he did not wait not even half a split second. He was already on him, with that upper hook to knock his ass out. Because like he knew.
Oh yeah. He
knew,
finished it off. Killer instinct.
He knew Rocco was faster than him, so he could not let Rocco stand up. So he's like, I gotta hit him right now. So he did his job. Like he took his time and patience. Now I knew Rocco was getting kind of annoyed because he's trying to trying to keep him at bay and tag him and stuff like that. But Barrero's like just kept pushing forward. Like I'm waiting for that part. And like Romero, though he's fucking big and shit like that, so he can't keep swinging. So he like make sure when he swings, it's gonna count. He made it count tonight. But either way,
yeah. I was just disappointed, man, because I've seen Rocco look so much better.
Oh, yeah,
he just didn't look good, man.
Uh,
He won the first round. He lost the second round, and he was winning the third round until he got caught. But even though he was winning and he held his own, but he just didn't look right. You know, like I've seen this dude fight so many times, and to where he just didn't look right.
Yeah.
You know, like everything from his stance, everything, he looked like he's literally changed his whole style.
He likes
you can't change your whole.
He looking kind of nervous, like he's getting scared. That's what kind of like he's confident for a second. After a while, because he was tagging Romero. I think after a while,
He felt the power. That second round, he got caught real bad in the second round in a flurry, and he felt the power of Yoel, and then that potentially could have changed his approach.
Yeah.
Maybe but he just didn't look right to me, man.
Okay.
He just didn't look the same, man.
UFC 221 is in the books. We spoke on what we could speak on about it. Like I said, like it wasn't like a on paper, great on paper card. So it's like we got to take out of it and make it, what it is for today's review. But I want to talk about two more things and we get out of here because I did want to hit the 30 to 35 minute mark. Hope we don't go too longer. I want to talk about Ronda Rousey later on and last, but something stood out to me tonight, which I saw in the previews. UFC always do their previews for upcoming fights and events. I saw that I guess Max Holloway is injured or something like that, pulled out, and now it's Frankie and Ortega. Now I was very on the fence about Ortega.
City.
And I was very like he hadn't really faced nobody. It's kind of like just
City.
But last time when he fought Cub Swanson, it was a different story. Hold on a second. Excuse me. Allergy season, man. Unedited, baby. So, yeah, like what he did with Club, it told me about him. Excuse me, people. It told me about him that he actually is good, and he's adjusted to whoever he's fighting. And I think he's more the fighter that, of course, he comes with a game plan to the octagon. But I think he kind of like when he gets in there, then he kind of readjusts and try to make whatever he sees as flaws and what he got as his advantage towards those flaws to win fights. That's how it came off to me when last time he had a fight with Cub Swanson. Cub Swanson. because the other fights I still was questioned. But at the Club Sports, I was like, you know what? I think Ortega is legit. Like, so what you think about this matchup? I think I'm even more interested because I think Frank is a better mixed martial artist. Definitely did a Cub Swanson. I don't know if he got as much power he has in the hands as Cub, but I think Frankie footwork stuff like that could be an issue. But like I don't know. I think Ortega sold to me that he's ready to be with the big dogs. What you think?
I think T City's the future, man. I actually think I'm picking T City to win this fight. I
Yeah, I
think he's
think
gonna
so
win this fight
too. I think so too, man.
because I think he's gonna win this fight. T City, his boxing is getting really really good,
Right
and he's
against
in a
Cub.
situation to where the only way you beat T City is if you're a leg kicker. If you're a leg kicker, you could cause some problems with him if you're a leg kicker. That will be his Achilles heel. A fighter that's a leg kicker because you do not go to the ground with T City.
Yeah,
You know, he is top five, one of the best jujitsu practitioners in all of the UFC in any division. He's in the top five.
yeah,
Think about all the black belts that are in the UFC. Damn near everybody's a black belt in the UFC. Some guys are multiple black belts. This dude, he's top five as far as his jujitsu. He makes jujitsu fun to watch in MMA. Because some
yeah.
people don't understand what's going on, so it's not exciting for him. But his jujitsu is so good, it's so slick, and his jujitsu is to finish fights.
Right.
He controls the position, but he is always position over submission. In a lot of situations, he trusts his submissions and goes for them. Like he doesn't hesitate, and his technique is so flawless to where he finishes a lot of those,
Yeah.
techniques in which he lock
Yeah.
in. And his specialty is chokes, man.
Yeah, I think he's
His
gonna win.
chokes,
I think he
you
got
know.
this. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be no issue. Yeah, I could see
Frankie
Frank.
Frankie ain't taking him down. Frankie is not
You
taking
think
him
so?
down. Like Frankie's not gonna take him down.
Oh yeah,
I don't. That's a mistake if he do.
yeah, yeah,
That's a mistake if
yeah.
he do. Okay,
That's why
Frankie's a
you
black
got to.
belt too, but there's levels to this black belt.
Yeah, yeah,
There's levels to this black belt thing. Frankie's a black belt too, though.
yeah,
Just like everybody in the NBA can play basketball, but there's levels once you get there, right?
yeah.
So so I think it'll be a stand-up fight.
All right.
I think it'll be a stand-up fight, and
Yeah, of course it's gonna be. Yeah, yeah. It's like I already think nobody's gonna try to take it to ground. I think both guys gonna try to strike it out. So, I mean, I'm very interested. Like I said, I agree with you. I think Ortega's gonna win it. After I saw his last fight, I was like, no, I'm sold on this kid. So, uh, now Ronda Rousey, everybody knows by now. It's no new news. I'm not breaking no news. She's in the WWE now. I think I kept speaking about this off and on that she signed or supposed to sign. Well, anyway. Um, my question is like it's been spoken about so much about this, so I'm not trying to Ronda Rousey in WWE, blah blah blah, just make a big thing out of it. But my thing is she signed a 1 year contract, full contract, like not even part time like Brock or even guys out now John Cena do. Like now they got people called part timers where they come in and do part time work, then they just like come in and out. They got part time schedules, not even full time. Like most people are on the road 24/7, and doing house shows and stuff like that. Well, people don't know what house shows is. That's like shows that's not televised. So anyway, she's about to go in full time. So I guess whatever move she's doing right now in Colombia, once she's done with that, she's coming to report to WWE full time. She had training at one of my boys' schools, Chaos. Brian Kendricks trained people there too. Santino brothers, and then she been at the performance center with my sister, with my wrestling sister, Sarah D'Amato, at the performance center, trying to learn how to wrestle. So I guess for the last 6 months, she's been trying to muster up everything she can to be a performer. Uh, my question is do you think that once her contract up, because she always want to be a wrestler, but like not always be a wrestler, she always loved wrestling, and she's a big fan of wrestling. And like I seen her like when she came out, she was like cheesing, and like she was saying like she's really happy. Like she's intellectual. She always got words for everything. She just like she really got words because it's like it's a different atmosphere, a different it's like something that she never thought she'd be doing, and like it's a totally different world she's learning. and she's really happy. Even McGregor said that she's hella happy. A lot of people say she's hella happy about doing this. Do you think once her contract is up, I mean, definitely depending on how she does, you think she would resign and do more, or was she kind of focus try to make a comeback in MMA or try to get another fight?
Oh, she'll never fight again.
I don't think
She'll
so
never
either.
fight
I don't
MMA
think so
ever
either.
again.
I don't think
Ever,
so either.
ever, ever, ever again. No, she's done fighting, and she'll never fight again. But I don't know what the future holds for Ronda,
Right.
because she's kind of a weird person to gauge. You know, she kind of changes from day to day, from season to season. Like, you know, you kind of don't know what you go get. You know, with her, she's
No,
a
like
Gemini or not. I don't know when her birthday is, but she's unpredictable,
this
man.
man start using horoscopes. It's a Gemini.
No, I know she's hella unpredictable though. So I don't see her being in the WWE very long. I think this will be a one and done thing. She's not gonna be on the road, and I mean, she gonna be kind of like one of those situations to where maybe she'll be around for a year. Be around after Mania, she might take a break and then might come back for SummerSlam. But it's
Yeah.
gonna be one of those situations. I really don't think she has a plan. I really think
Yeah, like
she's trying to find herself
you like she,
in her new in the second stage of her life. She's trying to find herself and figure out exactly what she's going to do with her life and what her next niche is going to be. She's not going to be acting, you know, because she can't act, and all of the roles that were presented to her dissipated after her loss to Holly Holm, you
right.
know.
No, even
So you know,
Nona Rose too.
so it's tough.
Um,
Yeah, that made it worse. Actually, that made it
yeah,
absolutely worse.
like I think she was still up for the Row House movie. Uh, who was the original Kurt Russell? I forgot who did the original Row House.
Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse.
Yeah,
Patrick Swayze.
I'm telling you,
Patrick Swayze.
him and Kurt Russell are always get
Old
mixed up.
Dalton.
They
Old
always get them fools
Dalton.
mixed
Patrick
up.
Swayze. Dalton.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, once Man Nunez put hands on her, that they got pulled. My thing is, I think she enjoys the business even more, the rest of the business. I mean, more that she's involved because because her friend Shayna Baszler, we know in NXT, which I'm thinking, oh my gosh, dude, she got this shit down. Like her work in the ring is decent, and she does she's good at what she does good what she's how you put it this she is good she is good at doing what she's good at like she's not you just still kind of green but what she's good at she does good put it like that makes more sense but her delivery her demeanor is so on point. It's like not overacted, not seem over script. It's like I'm a cool bitch, bad bitch. You know, so like hopefully Runner come like that, but I think Runner's gonna be a baby face. She's coming in like all smiling and shit. But I don't think she will surpass Shayna Baszler as a performer. But I think since Runner is behind the scenes and learning the business, and she already liked it, I think she's loving it even more because she's seeing the politics, the dynamic. Even she said in her interview was like she didn't even know 10 minutes was going to happen before she came out. They told her 10 minutes before she went out what she wanted her to do, and she said in this business a lot of things changed at the last minute, and now she's doing that. You know, what I'm saying like a lot of people don't even know that. Like sometimes before you go out there, or even you wrestling, they let you know at the last minute that the match ended changed. So you better be not green enough and change the match and know how to end the match without messing it up. So anyway, long story short, I think it all depends on her and WWE. I think if her performance as a worker is not good enough to even get over a match, then she's fucked. And then like WWE listen here, I don't know about resigning you for that much again, like $2 million. I'm pretty sure like $2 million.
Hey man,
it can't be Brock money. You know, what I'm saying? It
I
can't
think
be Brock money.
I think she gonna be like Brock. I think she gonna be like Brock in the ring, to where she gonna be like catching these girls like hip toss, bow,
Yeah.
like she gonna be in there hurting them.
Yeah.
Brock when you work a match with Brock, he was like, he would be hurting motherfuckers. And what you gonna really do? Like, what you gonna really do? Get backstage and be like, hey, what the fuck's your problem? You really gonna do that? Do you really want to do that? You know what I mean?
The worst was Orton.
And with her, she gonna be putting hands on these women.
Yeah. And see, that's
who? Orton?
Yeah, like the worst was Orton at SummerSlam. Like, I think was it 2 years ago or last year or 2 years ago, something like that. With Orton, because Randy Orton after Brock got
Yeah.
caught was with roids in UFC. Well, I guess Randy Orton said that to make it seem realistic, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm pretty sure somebody in the back wrote it for him, but at the same time it's like he got power enough to say, you know what, I ain't gonna say that. I mean, Brock ain't really got beef. When he starts talking about, like steroids ain't gonna help you, or here's a steroid. He said controlled substances ain't not gonna help you beat me and stuff like that. Using it inside his promo. So I'm pretty sure him and Brock, you gotta see. I don't know if you saw it. You gotta see it. I'm pretty sure him and Brock had a longer match planned, but when they got in there, Brock just double shoot leg on him and gave him straight forearms to the head, busted him open. Match over. Brock looked at him like, "Yeah, motherfucker, talk shit again." That shit was hilarious. And like a lot of people some people thought it was a work, but it was a shoot. And like it was a main event too. That's the sad thing about it. So the main event went short because Brock wanted to teach him a lesson. Like, don't ever speak about me like that again. So yeah, Brock is rough. He's stiff. I heard that from a lot of people. But only thing I hate about
I
running.
think she gonna be in there. Hey, she gonna be in there like judo tossing them girls, man, hitting arm, bow, like falling on them and shit. Like,
yeah, like nobody want to potato her. Nobody want to. But like the only thing I just like
too hard. You know Ronda. Hey, you know Ronda, man. You don't want to hit her too hard, or you don't want to give her the impression.
Exactly. Well,
you trying to hurt her, because then you gonna have to deal with her backstage. You feel me? Like she gonna approach it and be like, "What's your problem?" Like, and you gonna have some problems on your hand if you use women getting in there with her. So you know what I mean?
Like, I think the only person would do that was Asuka, because I don't think she care. Like, a lot of people say Asuka stiffs him a lot. Even Bailey, like they say Asuka stiffs hella stiff, and I can see her and Ronda getting a stiff match. But like that's how wrestling is. Like, I got potato a couple times, but when I was young in the business, like you think it's accident, but like after a while you learn after you stop being green, like, okay, this motherfucker trying to shoot on me. So then okay, I'll get you back. Saying that bow, you get him back. So I mean, I think runners aware of that.
Yeah.
I think Shannon Baylor put her up on that. But anyway, I kind of touching the subject. I just wondering what you thought. But anyway, I think our next event is next week. We'll start doing these videos now. I'm trying to get an intro going and stuff like that. Like I said, I've been busy, yada yada. Oh yeah, you know what? Real quick, because I know why you get trip, because like it's late. I'm going to get into this. Actually, speaking of wifey, be her watching Roy Jones. Well, she watched a clip of it because I was watching it on my Fight Pass. She got better other things to do watching Roy Jones.
That's my man.
But
that's my dog.
But my wife.
That's my dog.
My wife had a crush on him. The reason I said I had a crush on Roy Jones is because she seen him in that fight. That man came to look like how 56 said, fat ass Larry Holmes. Dude, he had saggy tits and everything.
Man.
My wife was like,
man.
My wife's like, that's Roy Jones? I was like, yeah, that's your boo. That's your boo fight right now. Dude, that fight was so sloppy.
Hey, man.
It was so bad. But,
my man. How old Roy? 48?
Yeah.
How old is Roy? Roy like 48 right now?
Yeah, man.
Like, man, Roy's up there, man.
No, but
I mean, Roy, you can't,
he was like one of the guys that actually
the man, though.
Kept me watching boxing. Even after the heavyweight started going downhill, he's still one of those guys still around as a smaller guy that kept boxing entertaining until Tarver came and just ruined his whole career. But yeah, I just say that because I thought that was funny that he had his last fight on Fight Pass instead of having it on.
Yeah, he retired, man.
Yeah, but
that's the man, though, man. Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, all love to Roy Jones. Much love. I said to say that. Anyway, that's our review on UFC 22021. I'm Apollo Kahn. That's Prince Dunn, and as I was we filming live. Can't edit. As always, keep it TETSU.